Alright, well, I guess I'll roll initiative for Al then.
You guys know that meme where the cat is on the Roomba and it's like going around the corner and its head stretches to watch the camera as it's going? That's Luna. She's on Al's head watching the pit fiend.
He's not even casting a glance to Luna. He's still scribing. He's busy. Okay, so Al will move on Al's turn. He's on the turn order. He rolled a whole 9.
He's a fucking mile away.
Yep, it's going to take a hot second. So you've said your goodbyes, but it'll be a moment. Alright, is that your turn, Luna?
I already cast a spell, so yep.
Okay, perfect.
So if I could
Yes.
suggest a course of action for Al, it might be faster to take the back way in, but then you guys would be completely cut off.
There's no actual bridge there.
Yeah,
Plus, we don't know the secret doorway code or anything.
That is in fact a bridge.
Yeah.
Yes, but you said it's sealed off before.
It's not like a bridge, it's sealed off from the outside, if I remember.
I remember it was enclosed.
Look down.
Yeah, we walk underneath it, not knowing that there's a bridge, because it looks like more cave above us.
So from down here, from the lower level, you can't see that it's a bridge above you. But when you're on the upper level, like here, this is a direct bridge across to here.
Yeah, but when you're on the bridge, it just seems like a cave. You don't know you're going over something.
Yes,
so there's no way to go onto the bridge and jump down.
Yeah, that is also true.
So we have to go around, but...
Well, you could go that way, but the problem is you don't know the door here.
I thought
well,
Luna
that's what I'm
found the
saying.
door. I thought Luna found the door.
No. I was in the room with the shaman I was in the shaman's office as the shaman was using the door, and she heard a loud thing, but she doesn't know where it is or how to use it.
Yeah. Disregard me.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
No, you're disregarded. Goodbye.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay, that's that I'm not going to narrate, as no one can actually see what happened. Okay, so it's Soul's turn. Now, there's a couple things Soul could do here. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what he wants to do. Oh, good. That's 3 times a day. So Soul turns around, holds that orb up, and breathes on every single one of your terrible geese. So,
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's physically impossible for you to... Well, no. I say that. You might roll all ones.
Nope. It was possible, but Soul just turns around and says, fuck these geese in particular. And they are gone.
Which, given his experience with said geese, makes a lot of sense. Hang on, I'm going to delete them so that it's... Because it's far easier for me to delete them than it is for you.
Yes.
Can you do a cantrip and a bonus action spell on the same turn?
Yes. That is what you can do. Because a cantrip doesn't count as a spell level. You're not allowed to use 2 spell slots in a turn.
Okay, then I also would have given Al this before we left as a bonus action using Quicken... to turn it into a bonus action using Quicken spell.
Yes, okay, good.
Sorcery points.
Sorcery points indeed. Right, that brings us round to the knight's turn.
Okay.
No, Kay's not here.
Yeah, he is. He's on his way.
Well,
no, that's Al.
Grog, what are we doing here?
We're knocking Soul out.
If you say so. I will move. How silly do I want to be right now?
How silly do you want to be?
I mean, it's you, so...
Yeah.
Into the room, then run out of the room and take 13 opportunity attacks. Do it.
Classic the night.
Okay, right. I know you're joking.
No.
Is he?
No.
You can tumble through people, can't you, Blaze?
It's a contested check. Let me look up. I don't know if it's an action. I believe it's an action. As an action or a bonus action, the tumbler makes a dexterity acrobatics check contested by the hostile creature's dexterity acrobatics check. So if you think you're more acrobatic than these guys, you could sacrifice your bonus action or your action being that you're hasted and still be able to do an attack to get through.
I think that I disengage.
Okay.
I move up to there. I think that I use my hasted action to get to there by doing the contested thing if I can.
Yep. Make me an acrobatics check.
Oh, come on.
DC of 21 as the squire in front of you gets a nat 20 and just plants his shield exactly where you're going. You face plant into this shield. You're in a position where like you are leaping to go through his legs and just boom.
If I was that right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 feet. Okay.
You've used your bonus action. You've used your action.
Yep. I stab him.
That hits.
Isn't that an action?
He's got haste action.
Okay, and then I move back there.
Leaving him with an hit point.
Nice.
So this guy, like, you face planted into his shield, and he's like, haha, you idiot. And, like, the people around him don't even see where he's cut, but, like, when he pulls the shield aside, there's just, like, blood pouring out of his tunic. Like, he's barely on his feet. He doesn't even know where you stabbed him.
They've hunkered down.
Like, the goggles that the knight are wearing, like, one's pushed up just a little too far.
I love that everyone's just running around this guard because no one cares.
Yeah, he threw down his spear.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he threw down his spear and, like, moved to there and got on his knees. He's just like, nope, nope, fuck no,
I missed that.
He gave up.
He gave up, but the guard drake was told that if any of them make it out here, that's a them.
Right.
So, however that shakes out on the guard drake's turn is how that shakes out.
Yep.
We follow literally. We have an intelligence of 4 right now.
Eat ass.
Okay, we drop you from the turn order. We drop you from the turn order, and it's the Dragon Wing's turn. All right, so he watched what just happened and is like, "For the motherland!" and just runs in.
So he's Russian?
Yeah, that was the joke. He's rushing in.
Everybody's Russian.
Was that not obvious? Was that too subtle?
I didn't get it.
I got it.
I didn't get it.
Anyway, he's attacking the knight.
We're American. We don't know a lot about other cultures.
That is a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Excellent.
Even with the +2 AC from haste.
Oh, no, it's not a hit.
Okay, cool.
He forgot.
He dashes forward, and you guys watch him slash through the middle of the knight, and then the knight disappears. He struck the after image.
He's a fucking anime protagonist.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, Croc, it's your turn.
Alright.
You are down geese.
I'm annoyed.
Hi, annoyed. I'm the DM.
Do I just want to fuck these guys up?
That is your prerogative as a player.
No. Let's do a little measuring.
Well, Dan
I
is
assure you
thinking-
mine's bigger than yours.
Well, Dan's thinking about their turn. Did Luna say anything to John other than "we'll be right back"?
Nope.
Okay, so John has no idea there's combat going on.
She said to watch Giles. Make sure he don't do anything. Hello?
Hello.
Oh. I thought somebody was talking, but they're muted because I see lines on the map. Are you muted, Dan?
Nope. Sorry. I'm just like I was just measuring.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth here.
Okay, fair enough. Can you see there? Can you see like where you're actually targeting from where you're standing right now?
So yes, it was a centered point. So probably not. So first, I think I will.
Yeah, you need to get to that point.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta move through Miss Boy.
Yep. I don't think I'm acrobatic enough. So
Could kill him.
Could it be a strength check? Like if you try to bludgeon yourself through somebody, I feel like that could be technically athletics, regardless of raw.
That would be taking the shove action and then moving through the space that they left.
Oh, so they're two different actions. Okay.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to use strength, you shove them to make space and then move through. If you're trying to move through where they're standing without moving them aside, it's tumble.
Yep.
So, for example, the way I'd suggest you use strength to do it would be the shove action to knock them prone, and then I'd suggest you can hop over them like when they're prone.
Yeah.
There's like half a square here, though.
There is half a square, so it's not like there's no room.
Difficult terrain squeezing rules, but yeah, if it's contested, it's fucky.
I think that's on the DM. Can Croc squeeze?
Well, I was going to say, the fact is, I know he's snapped down, but he would be partially in the wall. So, like, where he as a token would be standing is here, because he is absolutely trying to block you. So
yeah, good point.
No.
Yeah, very fair point.
You need to move him.
Okay, I think I will use my hasted action to punch him in the face.
Go for it.
You say that. 20
say
to hit?
Yeah, 20 absolutely hits.
Come on, Croc. 10 damage.
Okay, 10 damage is quite a lot. It's not enough to take this guy down. He is quite tough and very fervent that he does not let you guys pass, even though he is here solo.
Fuck a doodle do.
Fuck a doodle do indeed.
Alright, fine. Fuck it. Corrupting Earth is going on the back burner.
Okie doke.
I'm going to I'm going to try and take him down non-lethally with another punch.
Okie doke.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Oh, dope. 11.
And 11 will non-lethally take him down.
Alrighty.
So, you ring this guy's bell, his sword drops out of his hand, he kind of staggers back and collapses. Like he's bleeding a bit, but he's still like conscious, eyes open, just like half open.
Yeah. Now that he's down, can I step over him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Croc's going to step over him. Start advancing into the corridor. And just say, I didn't kill your friend. I've got no intention of killing the rest of you. But the pet fiend is free, Soul is crazy, and I'm trying to help.
Make me a persuasion check. Because Soul made a fairly reasonable, convincing argument to their perspective that you, in fact, are the ones corrupted by the pit fiend because you spent all the time with it.
Yeah. I'm hoping that in the time that the cultist that we liked and the monk that we liked have been here, they have, attempted to explain things. So yeah, persuasion check. I'm just gonna use my last d6 of the day to give myself the best chance I could possibly get. Oh my god, if I had advantage, that would have been fucking fantastic. 10.
Okie dokie. And obviously Sol is the one trying to command them, so I'm going to have him roll against you with charisma. He gets a 12, unfortunately, so you haven't convinced them against him. So he's still chatting the shit, he's chatting that he thinks you guys are the ones under the spell of the Pit Fiend, and they're not backing down.
Little whore. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna power M.
Righto?
So, can I get at the dude, the knight stabbed in the femoral artery?
Yeah, he's there standing with an hit point. I don't know if
Ooh.
you guys can see health bars on
Yeah,
the
we can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks slightly more than pixel health,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's because he only has a total of 11. So it's that. Trust
Yeah.
me, it's 1.
Spoilers, darling.
Well, the knight did 10 damage, and police said he had 1 hit point left. So,
Yeah. It's. I've effectively already given that information.
Is
Yeah.
math
spoiling
related to
the
science?
math. Let people do their own math.
Oh, God.
So can I punch him with no ill effect? Like, if I
Yeah.
just wallop him in the coupon? Right. I was gonna again non-lethally take him down.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, balls. That's a mess.
That
That's
that
a
one
mess.
is indeed a miss. He learned from his mistakes with the knight and is guarding himself very effectively right now.
Right.
You punch your
And
shield, leave like a fist imprint in the shield, which is impressive in and of itself, but don't deal damage to him.
yep. That was dumb of me, but that's fine. And I think I will whistle for the god
Okay.
drake. I'll just whistle and call out for the god drake. Come here, boy.
Okie dokie. Right, so that's your turn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, we've got Cultist that moves here, and is going to try and stab you in the back. So, Scimitar with advantage. There's a 20 to hit for 4 slashing, which is effectively nothing. But he moves in,
At 5,000 cuts.
yep, effectively yelling about what needs to be done. So, let's see. This guy wants to move in, but there's the idiot guard in the way. So, let's see. You have 2, right? So he takes the shove action on the wounded guard, which the guard does not contest. So that's one of his 2 attacks.
You
And then he
didn't
moves
change
up.
the turn order.
Oh, sorry, I did not. Then he moves up, and he is going to use his Fire Claw on you, Croc, with a 9 to hit.
He doesn't do it.
He doesn't do it. Okay. Which leads us to Al's turn. So, all the way across the map. Right. We have Al and Luna. Luna, you are effectively moving with Al.
Yep. And
So
he's got 10 extra feet,
he does indeed. So he
which
is
I
going
marked
to
on my
take...
token, but it's technically on him for an hour.
Yeah. So that's 40, which is with his 10 extra feet. Then he's going to take the dash action to go another 40. So that's the 80 that Al can move at the moment.
Yep.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, that's pretty fast.
It is. He is booking. Then we are back to the guard that got shoved out the way. He is gonna move kind of to the back of the room. You see him, because this is the barracks area. You see him noting how wounded he is. He moves to the back of the room and he throws his sword aside. He's picking up a crossbow and he's starting to struggle to load it because he's still got a shield. And the way shields work in universe in D&D, they're actually strapped to your arm, so you can't accidentally drop them. he can't use a shield and a crossbow at the same time, and he is trying to one-handedly load a crossbow like a friggin' idiot. And it's the guard drake's turn.
Well, I heard, come here, boy. So, Guard Drake is fucking chomping at the bit to get in there. He's going to come barreling in head first, and his first attack action is going to be against this, I guess, Cultist of the Claw, maybe? And is going to attempt to shove him to the ground, which I believe is contested strength. Or athletics, maybe, but I don't have an athletics score.
It is contested athletics, but neither of these creatures have athletics, so it's just contested strength.
There's a 16.
Versus a 15, so he goes down. He is prone.
Beautiful. Then I'm going to fucking bite into his throat at advantage. That's a 24.
Yep, that hits.
For 6 piercing damage as I clomp down on his fucking trachea.
He's screaming and on the ground, but not dead. Still conscious.
Okay, well, that was one attack shove, one attack bite. That's Guard Drake tapped out, I believe, unless he has a bonus action that I don't know about.
Indeed. Did you need to take the shove action?
No, didn't need to, because it was at advantage because Croc was over there.
It's the other creatures in the other game that have that built-in, like, if they hit with a bite, they knock them down, sort of thing.
I didn't see that on the sheet anywhere.
No, it's not on the sheet. All right, fair enough.
But a prone him is much better than a standing him, even if it was advantage attacks either way.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So is that the Guard Drake's turn?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, we're on to regular cultist who is taking up position. He's going to hold an action. Let's put a little marker on him. He's sure it can be a snail. Okay, and then we've got cultist up front who is swinging on Croak.
He no longer has advantage because the guy that is flanking is pro.
Indeed. That's a 5 to hit.
Doesn't do it.
No, I didn't think it would. Then we've got this guy who is dashing off over here for reasons, and I do mean dashing, so we're talking like 55, 60. And then cultist here is also taking a held action. He can also have a snail. Got our dragon claw up here, who is going to try and stop the guard drake from mauling his friend. So that's a 17 to hit against our guard drake for... Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, 17 hits. Oof.
20 total damage, so a 7 and 14.
That's a big hit. Guard Drake is not looking very happy.
So this is pretty much one of the Dragonclaw's like special abilities. So they have pack tactics and this fanatical advantage, where if they attack with advantage and hit, they get a bunch of extra damage. And
Just
that's
curiosity, would his pack tactics not be cancelled by the fact that his buddy is prone and on the ground?
no.
No?
No, mechanically, pack tactics is just ally within 5 feet.
Yeah.
And you can
And
fit from the
That
ground,
guy's
so it would
still
work.
conscious and struggling, so he is working with him.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks for old Guard Drake here, but...
And then it's Vren's turn. Vren is holding concentration on thing, and can just about, I think, see the Dragon Claw that just hit our Guard Drake, so he's gonna do that one thing he does.
Oh, yeah.
That's only a 30 to hit. I did not want the spell description. Come on. Why is this changed? I haven't edited his sheet.
Did you click Firebolt or show spell description?
I mean, under Firebolt, it says show spell description now, so I guess I click show spell description.
Click Firebolt, yeah.
There we go.
It's broken.
It's only 22 damage.
Yeah, it only immediately incinerates him.
Yeah. Don't fuck with Vren.
Don't fuck with the dog.
Yeah, so the dog yelps, and then this yellow streak just like blasts into that guy's mask, and like all of the hair that was hanging out the side of it just erupts in flame, and just the mask peels off a flaming skull that ragdolls to the ground.
Smells probably very delicious.
Okay. Yeah,
Cooked
but the
meat.
Godric is full right now because he spent the last while eating orcs until he was told to stop.
Yeah, but he was told to stop. He didn't eat until he burst. He's probably still hungry. I know how dogs work.
Uh-huh.
Depends if it's Labrador-like.
Okay, and we've got our guard here who is attacking Croc. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Alrighto. And then this guard is submit, so I'm going to drop him out of combat. Luna, it's your turn. Are you doing anything from the top of Al's head?
I can't really, so no. Actually, can I hold an action
You absolutely can.
for when Al turns the corner and I can see about 90 feet in this direction?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to thunder step us.
Yeah, you can hold a thunder step for that.
And that should just move us 90 feet. So it should get us like here.
Right, noted. We will play that out on Al's next turn.
Alrighty.
Is Longstride a concentration though?
No,
Okay, cool.
I can bark it again.
Because technically holding a spell is concentration until the trigger happens.
I have too many concentration spells, so I only took stuff that is not concentration for that very reason.
Smart.
The sorcerer moment.
Okay.
And also the Warlock moment.
And also warlock moment.
Wait, what?
Okay, so now it's this guy's turn.
I'm not a
Ranger
warlock.
moment.
Cleric moment.
Yeah, I'm cleric,
Wizard
sorc,
moment, I
bard.
guess.
Okay. And then it's Soul's turn. He is going to change the thing on his orb. He points a finger at you, Croc, and a beam of lightning shoots out of his little orb. And that's only an 11 to hit, though. So
Messes.
a shock of lightning just blasts past you and like slams into the wall for 31 damage, absolutely shattering a bunch of rock near you, but not actually causing you any harm whatsoever. Okay, and it's the knight's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
How high are the ceilings in this cavey bit?
Not terribly high. Why?
Because I have a silly idea.
10-ish feet?
I
10
believe
feet.
when
Niles.
Karak had doubled size in this very hallway, I think they had to like crouch a little.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, I disengage, I climb up the wall, and I go there.
What? Spider-Man.
Okay. All right, you've jumped into the room,
How many
immediately
feet is
triggering
that?
a held action. This is not an
Okay.
attack of opportunity. This is
Yep.
a held action.
Yep, figured. Yep.
That is an 18 to hit for 4 slashing. So as soon as
That
you come
hits,
into the
yep.
room, one of the cultists just wheels around and slashes into you with a scimitar.
Is that the only held action that goes off?
What space do you pass through? Here?
I go. Well, I'm there, so there.
Yeah. Okay. You trigger 2.
2. Okay.
I say, wouldn't the prone cultist on the ground underneath the guard drake not get an opportunity attack because it's 10-foot high ceiling? So
Well,
it'd
it's
be
not
outside
opportunity
of
attacks
melee
I'm
range?
taking, it's held actions I'm taking. Because
Yeah,
I disengaged
it's-
anyway, so.
I specifically said not opportunity attacks, held actions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
The next
when
one
they
is a
entered
si-
the room, and then you asked for the pathway. So I'm not
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. It's like if someone's got a sword and I walk past him, I assume that's held.
Yeah, the
attack,
next
right?
is a 6 to hit, so that doesn't hit you, and that's
Okay.
burned both the opportunity attacks.
Yeah, half.
Held
four.
actions.
I wanted to see if the other one went off. Oh well, four's
Yeah,
negligible.
That's the one. Okay.
Okay.
What do you do now you're in the room?
I fucking kill Saul.
That's
Um,
Gotta
Is he
kill
dead?
Soul. What the fuck? No, but he's not happy about it. Alright, so you
not-
fucking jump in and just yeet the Black Blood blade into him for 22 points of damage. He staggers, bleeding black blood from his mouth.
Okay. I call it back to me and I do it again. Oh, nearly.
Fucking hell, alright.
Minor. No, not any minuses to that. Actually. Yeah, another 16 damage.
16, alright. He's just about staying on his feet.
Croc
Okay.
is like wondering mentally if the knight remembers that we're knocking him out.
Oh,
Or
are
if the
we?
knight just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, like Croc said like 4 or 5 times now. It's like, don't worry, we're just gonna knock you out. Like, it's fine.
Knight's an
Okay.
assassin. He don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, the
Right.
knight may just like the knight's like training may override that completely.
Okay. I guess I move up behind him and I like hold the dagger to his throat and like in front of everyone.
He's not unconscious, so that you would need a lot of contested stuff to do that. And I believe that's both your attacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do have a
Okay.
bonus action offhand if you want to knock him out.
No, I don't. I used it to
Oh,
disengage,
you
to not
disengage.
take like fucking 8 opportunity attacks.
Smart.
Yeah, for
Smart.
once. Well, either way, that's how it's going. You know,
Yeah.
he can come quietly now on 1 hit point or die.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was actually supremely impressive, Niles. Hold on.
Anyways,
I
Karot's
have me
turn.
moment.
Yeah. Okay, so bonus action, healing word on puppy.
Okay.
Why did I do that?
Niles isn't that damage. You should use it on the dog.
Good point. I will use it on dog instead. See, that's 2 ones.
Excellent. 6
rough.
hit points.
That is the worst way a second level spell could go. I am furious.
Regardless,
Sorry,
the pup is
Jesus.
grateful.
All right, so
That's
Croc's
6.
like,
6 more than he could have had.
Croc is just like, you can surrender at any moment, and just punch the guy in front of them. Just to hammer home the point. 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Dope. 13 points of damage.
You
For
knock him
non-lethal.
clean the fuck out.
Yeah, sorry, I have been doing non-lethal up to this point. I just wanted to.
Okay, he's down.
Apologies. Second attack. I'm just going to boot the guy behind me in the temple to knock him out as well. 17 to hit.
Yep. 12. Okay. He's being savaged by a guard drake and is now unconscious with its jaws clamped around his throat. So yeah, you hit him totally non-lethally.
Yep. And then I'm going to stand on the man who I just knocked out.
Okay, yeah, that's also totally non-lethal.
I'm gonna he's like, I'm just imagining he's lying on his back.
Uh-huh.
So I've got like my right foot underneath his left armpit and my left foot between his legs.
Okay.
So I'm just like standing over him. And I'm gonna look at these two guys and I'm gonna punch, I think, this one in the for God's sake. This one in the face.
Yeah, go for it.
In an attempt to knock him out as well, not lethally. With my haste action.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Hold on a moment. Okay, no. 10 damage, okay. You shave a bit off his hit points, but this guy knows how to take a punch.
Oh.
This is yeah, I was gonna say this is one of the ones that has that like monk stance. Like he knows how to have a fist fight.
Cool. And Croc will. Yeah, I can move here without triggering any attacks of opportunity.
Yes, you can.
I'm And I'm going to whistle again to the dog.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, am I? Because that's going to get him into a very dangerous position if I do.
Up to you.
I don't want the dog to get killed, so no, I'm not going to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Perfect. That leads us on to that cultist that you just lamped in the face.
Nice.
He is immediately going to activate his special ability. He makes 3 claw attacks against you. A 23 to hit, a 23 to hit, and an 8 to hit. Damn it.
The first 2 have.
Yes, they do. So, he makes 3 unarmed strikes. If 2 attacks hit, you are incapacitated. If 3 attacks hit, you are stunned. You are temporarily incapacitated until the beginning of his turn, as he uses his techniques on you to try and ring your bell.
Okay, does that do no damage then?
You take 5 slashing and then 7 slashing damage from the 2 attacks that hit.
Seems needlessly rude if he's incapacitating me.
It is all part of his technique that he might be able to do if it recharges next turn.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, that leads us on to Owl's turn. Owl is making a jolly jaunt. I need to make sure to select both Owl and Luna. Yeah, a jolly jaunt to about here, and then I believe your thing kicks in.
Yeah.
Can I even...
To here.
Yes, I can. Oh, there? Okay.
Yep.
All right, 90 feet. Poof.
And then
so,
he still has a lot of movement.
yeah, I still think he has a full 30 feet. So
Full 35.
about there. And you are now standing on top of the downed dragon wing.
Ah. What's going on? Is anybody hurt?
The dog could use a wee bit of healing.
Okay. Not my turn, so I can't do anything.
The guy whose skull has been blackened by dragon fire is the one that hurt him, so...
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, so that's Owl's turn. Then we're on to the guard that is desperately trying to load a crossbow. That's not going terribly well for him. So he sees that Crocs moved in and that the line's broken. So he, with his whole 1 hit point, is going to move up
Oh, honey.
and make an attack. That's a 19 to hit for 5 slashing damage.
It doesn't hurt.
Fuck a duck. And incapacitated doesn't give me any bonus against that, does it? Nope, you just can't take actions or reactions right now.
Is that to the start of his turn or the start of my turn?
It's like the monk abilities where it ends on the start of his next turn.
Oh, I'm pissed then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been taken out for 2 rounds.
Yep.
This is that generic monk thing that usually only happens to the DMs and not in reverse. And is again why I thought my Cultist of the Claw would be such a fucking challenge to you as the party when you first entered the cave, and you blew him the fuck up before he got to do it.
The difference is it automatically happens for DMs if they land 2 hits. Players still need to get a roll to see if it happens, and my DM, when I play my monk, always rolls in secret, and despite the fact that I am level 7, I have never had one of my monk abilities successfully land.
That's a very salty DM then.
Yeah, you
Alright.
tell me.
Okay, so that's the guard. Now we're on to the guard Drake's turn.
Okay, the last command that was given to the guard drake was "Here, boy." So the guard drake is going to jump into the wall using his burrow speed to get to this location.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
And
It's burrow. That's through dirt. This is solid rock. I
Well.
don't think that's how burrow works.
would you like to make a ruling then, Mr. DM? Because burrow is
Absolutely, I
burrow.
would.
In my mind, burrowing is burrowing, whether it's through rock, dirt, earth, whatever it is.
Okay,
Oh.
let's...
Sand, earth, mud, or ice. It can't borrow through solid rock unless it has a special trait that allows it to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sand, earth, dirt, mud, or ice. Yes. This does not count as any of those. This is solid rock. Let's... Yeah. This is
Okay.
a cave. These are too solid to simply burrow clean through.
Well, that is a significantly less cool turn. after that ruling. Fair enough.
It would have been epic, though.
I was
That's
gonna
what I
say,
was
does he
thinking.
climb speed? Because then he could
Yeah,
do
you
the
gotta-
same as.
Could
I
follow
do-
the night.
Yeah, I have a 30-foot climb speed right now as the Drake. So instead, we're gonna run up the wall, across the ceiling, upside down, and then come to a plop over here, and we're gonna go 2 attacks versus this cultist that is an incapacitated Kruok.
Mhm.
Are we at advantage for these, or is this
No,
not technically a flanking position?
no, it's not flanking.
Okay, so that's an 8 and a 19
The 19 hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage as I whip him with a fucking tail.
Excellent. Okay. Ah, bitch.
And the
Okay,
dog looks happily to you, Kruok, as you have finally sated its or called it into battle.
Karak is like kind of staggering punch drunk right now.
Yeah, Krog is like, oh, my heat! But Krog gives the Drake a big smile.
Even through the haze, you
Yeah.
can tell that he's a good boy. All right,
Yeah.
so on to Cultist's turn, who is
Post office mall again.
advantage slashing at Karak. There's a nat 20 for 6, 7, 8 damage. So mark that down as a nat 20 as well, because I believe that damages your armor.
Yeah, nat 20s do that to wooden fucking armor.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage?
8 total.
Get a murderer.
Okay. You do hear from the other room, the room to the right of you, Karak. There's a dragon claw screaming like, "Traitors! Traitors!"
No, you.
That's a good sound.
Yep. So he
Yeah,
is gonna.
It means the people that we trusted, we were right to trust.
It does seem that way.
I feel like this should be sarcasm.
No, he's yelling about traitors inside his own organization, not you guys.
Right. But you guys were saying that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cultist and the monk that we were buddy with seem to be rebelling against the other ones, and that's upsetting them.
Okay, and then we've
Oh,
got
I'm
another
confused then.
Yeah, we've got a 17 to hit against Krog, which I believe is going to miss.
Misses.
And then it's Vren's turn. And Vren is going to go, oh shit, were we non-lethal? I'm so sorry.
No, that guy hit the dog. He doesn't deserve to live.
And he's actually looking to the guard that submitted and is like, I may have overreacted. I'm really sorry.
Anybody that
Vren's
hits
trying
the
to
dog
move him.
doesn't deserve to live.
I don't know what Vren can do. He's going to move to here. No, he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to get in the way of Al. So he'll move to here.
I'll eat someone.
I don't know that he's got anything non-lethal, because as I understand it, you can't call spells non-lethally, because that's not the way they
no.
work. So,
No, you cannot. Does he have sleep?
is it a fire spell?
Yes.
No!
Sleep is definitely fire. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a
Yeah.
permanent sleep spell.
Oh, he's got a lot of those. Again, they mostly involve fire.
Is it just me, or do I feel like Vren was built very poorly?
Mm-hmm. For this campaign.
Hey, for a bunch of ice things? No, he's built great.
I'm targeting a fireball for here. It's fine.
But all the ice creatures are immune to fire.
Kroark and the Guard Drake and the Knight.
I just offended you. Why are you blowing me up?
Just so I can blow up the Guard Drake.
No, you can't blow up the puppy.
Vren moves here. He's going to hold an action with his dagger. He doesn't know what to do in this situation, so we're going to move on rather than take 5 hours. The guard
fair enough.
is going to attack Kroark.
Yeah, bring it, you horse.
That is an 11 to hit, which is not good enough. And then it is Luna's turn.
I am flying off of Al's head. 10, 15. Can I fly over their heads?
Absolutely, you can. People were climbing over heads before. There's no reason not to fly. But you might provoke an opportunity attack taking that path.
That's
You
fine.
okay with that? All right.
I've got full
If
HP.
if it hasn't been those guys' turns, they were holding their actions and using their using their held actions counts as their reaction.
Yeah,
So a lot of them won't have reactions.
that's 2 of them, but one of them still gets a swing. That is an 18 to hit for 9 slashing damage. And in fact, that is it. That's the only one that gets to swing at you.
I'm going to twin spell a healing word onto the puppy and the knight.
So the puppy and the puppy.
Actually, if I move here, I have enough movement to move here. I'm just gonna do a cure wounds.
Yes, that will provoke another opportunity attack.
I don't give a fuck.
Is that not one of the guys that used their reaction on the night?
I am talking about the cultist of the claw. As she has moved away from
Bring
him.
it.
That is a 16 to hit for 11.
I'm fine. All right. I'm going to do this at 2nd level.
See, now that's a healing spell.
And then with my bonus action, I am going to burn a 1st level spell to get some fucking sorcery points back.
Understood.
That's
Is that your whole turn, Luna?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Now it's the cultist of the claw's turn, so let's see. He rolls a d6 to see if he gets his ability back. He does!
Sure.
He is definitely targeting Kroak, and he is going to use the same ability again.
Wait, what?
He got his ability back.
Yeah, but that's a different guy.
What do you mean it's a different guy?
Unless, like...
Oh, it's the wrong cultist of the claw I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, the current active cultist of the claw is way the fuck over here.
Yeah.
I got too excited to fuck over Kroak.
You've been too excited to fuck over Kroak the whole campaign.
Yeah! I've been on your side in nearly every argument, and you're still like, no, I'm just gonna fucking destroy you.
Night.
Hey, I destroy your character. I don't destroy you.
Night. Is he AFK?
Sorry, what?
Did you take your HP from my heal?
How much was it? Sorry.
13.
13, yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine. I just want to make sure you got your heal.
Okay, that guy is down.
Also, to be fair, Kroak can take it.
It's Soul's turn. Yeah, I was going to say, I am targeting most of the punishment at the tank. I could be much worse than that.
Yeah, don't hurt the puppy, it's fine.
Okay,
You've already robbed a round from me.
right. So, Soul is panicked. We've got 1 attack at Luna.
Why are
That
you
is an
attacking
18
us?
An 18 to hit for 17 total damage.
Can
What
I
the
shield that?
Fuck.
Would that matter?
That would... You'd have +5 to your AC, which would be a 16.
It was
so
an
no.
18, so no.
His attack was an 18. And then he takes a second attack
Wait.
because he's panicking. He's not attacking.
How much
Luna
damage did you
second.
do?
17 total.
Amazing.
All right. And that's only an 11 to hit at the knight.
No.
Soul, what the fuck?
You're all corrupted by the pit fiend. I know you are.
Actually, I could use my reaction on this. Never mind. Reroll mine.
Reroll yours. Okay.
Yep. Just to see.
And I rolled a 23 the second time.
God damn it! Fine.
Sorry, I don't think that did it.
Spell is so useless.
You can still give a creature around you advantage, I believe.
Night.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next attack roll or ability or saving throw.
Yeah, speaking of next attack roll, Knight, it's your turn.
I bonk him on the head.
Roll for bonk.
Roll for bonk. I'm just gonna slap him with the blunt of
With advantage.
with Black Blood Blade. Bonk.
Okay.
Non-lethally. That's why I'm bonking him.
Yup.
Bonk.
He is
Mm.
rendered bonk conscious.
Okay.
I love that even as a nat 1, it's an 11. So, like, the knight tries to hit him non-lethally.
Well, that
Okay.
he rolled 3 dice there. 2 were 5s, which is 1 off maximum, and 1 was a nat 1.
I guess I pick him up. Is that an action, or can I just do that?
See an object.
No, I think it's an object interaction.
Okay.
He's not an
I mean,
object, he's a person.
corpses are technically objects.
He's not a corpse yet, but he's heavy. Like,
The
I don't
knight
know
has,
that you have the carrying capacity for this tonight.
How much is my carrying capacity?
the knight is used to hauling corpses around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can carry 120 pounds. You're currently carrying 87. He weighs a lot more than like 23 pounds.
Yeah, he will.
Okay, well, I guess that's one action. I will, I guess, just hold another action to lock a dagger at anyone who wants to have anything to say over here.
You'd like to hold an action to do that?
Yeah,
You could just do that now.
I could just do that. Are they intent on fighting to the death right now?
I mean, it looks like they're surrounding and piling on Krark, who's just had their bell rung.
Okay, who's the biggest, baddest, meanest looking guy there?
It would be the Cultist of the Claw, which is the one that rung Krark's bell.
Ah, fuck off.
Okay. I'm gonna ring his number and send him straight to the man above.
What?
He reaches into his
Pachow,
phone.
Pachu.
Okay, 17 definitely hits.
13 piercing.
Yeah. He is still standing.
Ooh, stuff. So,
The knight clearly hasn't been paying attention.
yeah,
Nope.
no, I've been in and out. Sorry. Yeah, that's me.
Right. Well, that leads us on to Krark.
And I skip my turn because I'm incapacitated. Bye.
Yep. Your status clears now.
Yep.
And I try the recharge ability. I was all excited when the other guy got it, but oh, cool! It recharges.
Fucker.
It still has to hit.
Yeah.
As Crack comes back out of their stupor, they look at us go, I will fucking kill you.
Not if you can't punch me. Well, he's immediately failed that. There's an 8 to hit to begin with, then an 18, and then an 18, and I'm pretty sure your AC is 19.
AC's 19!
So, like, not if you can't hit me. Thud, thud.
I do
Oh,
the thing,
shit.
like, the Neo thing where, like, I just move out of the way of the first one and then casually whack the other two away. Big deep breath. And then he gets kicked to the head by Al.
He's got his fists up and he's like, huh, that usually works. Alright, so Al's turn. You hear a almost high-pitched, like, ee of glee
Oh,
as he
no.
runs in.
Oh, God.
Targets the monk. He's got, like, his arms up and he's like, alright, let's test these babies out. Okay, so his new ability... Christ, how do you use this? His new ability isn't listed on his thing. Fucking hell.
Classic K.
Yeah, K's character sheet is a nightmare. So
Okay.
I guess he's just going to make, currently, 2 unarmed strikes against this, this motherfucker right here. Oh no, this is the one. Alright, he just hasn't listed it. Right. 2 disadvantage unarmed strikes against this monk.
Oh, I think I know this ability.
That's a 23 to hit. and a 13. And that's why he's doing 10 bludgeoning damage with that big first blow. So he's taking wide, wild, like haymaker swings. And this guy, like you've seen Al in combat. He's usually quite like measured, like aggressive, but like a boxer. This guy is like psychotically happy to be throwing punches. He's just like gleefully laughing and laying into this guy with big meaty thuds. All right, so that's thuds, as in the sound of his fist hitting flesh. Like, meaty, yes.
Mhm.
Alright, the 13 would hit, but the monk uses his reaction that he just got back. He uses his block ability, so he adds 3 to his AC for the inciting attack, and like, crack! Like, it hits like an absolute truck, but he manages to just skid on his heels.
I think the damage is wrong for that first attack.
Why for?
Because unless I'm mistaken, when you're haymakering, if you contact with a hit, you do full damage. You don't roll the dice, you just take the maximum.
Is that the way the ability works? Because the way Kay has it down is instead of rolling 1d8, he rolls 2d8.
Well, unless something's changed, but in Benjamin Huffman's The Pugilist class, when you do a haymaker, you declare that you're swinging wild haymakers, you make all attack rolls until the end of this turn with disadvantage, and when you deal damage, you do not roll, but you use the maximum die result instead.
Have to ask Kay about it.
So that would be 8 plus 5.
Indeed.
Maybe he's been playing it different.
So,
what
takes
I'm
3 more
saying is
damage.
correct per the pugilist that is listed in the rules.
Yeah,
So,
unless
okay.
unless Kay is doing something different.
Is there a different one?
No, the one that's listed in the rules is the one that Kay is running by.
Okay.
Because that's the one I ratified.
Do you know
Unless there's
what?
a magic item or something that gives K 2d8 versus 1d8 damage.
I don't believe so.
Has he listed as subclass?
I believe it's the sweet science.
The sweet science, because obviously that may
make a difference.
That may make a difference.
I don't think he's had a chance to use haymakers yet, Dream.
Oh.
I mean, haymakers at 6th
he just
level.
Well, then why did
saying
you
about
say that
haymaker.
he's been doing it differently?
Because it's listed differently on his sheet, but I haven't. I don't think he's actually done them yet. Okay, so I'm gonna burn a moxie point, and then I believe he gets either another attack or another 2 attacks.
Another 2, I believe.
Another 2.
Yeah, it works like flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the old one to immediately after taking the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 moxie point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
So that is a 24 to hit for maximum and a 16 to hit for maximum. So
why does he have disadvantage?
Because he is swinging haymakers, and
Oh.
he just. I'm assuming because everyone was saying non-lethally that he's going to join in, but he knocks this guy.
You're currently
clean the
controlling
fuck
him.
out. Yep.
Yep.
My statement there is: were people declaring non-lethally by the time that he showed up, or not?
I don't know if anybody said that since we showed up.
Yeah,
Then-
I don't think so. Krog's been incapacitated, and the knight's been fucking killing
Yeah.
fools.
Fucking dead.
Unfortunately.
So
Krog has been, and actually, in Krog's brief moment of lucidity when Al was there, Krog did say, "I'm going to fucking kill you."
yeah, so Al has grabbed this guy's collar and is punching his face repeatedly until his face is caved in the wrong way, and is doing it gleefully, just like crushing skull and bone and still punching.
Yep.
Caved, yes, exactly.
He has indeed been caved.
Been caved.
Okay, so that's Al's turn.
Sweet Science gets 1, 2, 3 floor at 6th level, which means you get to make an additional bonus action attack as part of that bonus action attack when you spend a moxie point.
Okay,
gets 3 bonus action attacks when spending a moxie point.
And I did spend a moxie, so that doesn't cost another moxie point, does it? It's just
correct.
Just
It's just
adds
part of
on.
it. So you get 3 attacks instead of 2 when you spend a Moxie point.
Right, then another one, and I am rolling absolutely astounding today. So that would be 8 plus 5, so another 13 to this cultist here, which just so he comes in, he breaks that guy's face, and then he's like, ah, fuck it, whatever, and just smashes the broken cultist of the claw into the other cultist, caving his chest with the impact of the blow. So when the Pit Fiend said it had made Al stronger, you're seeing like Hulk level strength. Like he is just throwing people around. Like it's fully crazy.
Yeah.
Caving.
Anyway. This poor card with 1 health technically should take an action. I feel like that action should be just run away and never come back. But that's not how we run this guy. He's going to attack Croc, as ill-advised as that is. That is an 18 to hit.
Messes.
Fan-dabby-dozy. And then we're on to the doggo.
Right, so the Guard Drake is going to jump down here to Kruok's defense, and as he's like sprinting past, is going to take a bite. Oh my god, it misses.
Yes, it does.
And a tail. And it misses. Trying so damn hard to help protect Kruok, and it is not working out.
What a good boy.
He's still such a good boy.
God, I feel so patronized, but I'm so with it.
Basker has a praise kink.
No, I'm playing a dog. It's a role playing game. The role is good boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Role playing.
Wow.
This is not Basker. Wait. What the fuck?
What?
What did you say?
What?
I assume he's talking to someone else.
I think Suki is
Okay.
suggests.
No, I was talking to Blaze because I couldn't hear what Blaze was saying over myself.
He said it is a role-playing game.
Yeah, I sarcastically said the word roleplay. Moving on.
Fair enough. That's the whole turn.
All right. So another scimitar coming Krok's way.
Yeah.
Finally, a 19 to hit for 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. Then we've got this guy that had been calling traitor. He is unconscious. We've got.
Is he unconscious or is he dead?
The guy I just dropped off the turn order is unconscious. This guy is fully dead. This guy under Vren is fully dead, and it's Vren's turn. Vren still doesn't really know what he's doing, but now that Al's ran in, he's like, "Oh, that is handled." Right. He passes his turn. There's nothing to be done here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you've got this guard that's going to attack Al because
he's suicidally reckless.
Yeah. Oh wow, a 23 to hit for 7. So Al takes a slash across the back and like stiffens for a moment, and then turns to this guy with like a big grin on his face, and the guard just goes, "I'm sorry."
I don't think that's gonna cut it, sweetheart.
It super isn't. Anyway, Luna, it's your turn.
I move to here to see what the fuck is going on in here. It's a weird angle, but I feel like I should be able to see.
Perception check, and then like I'll give you information based on that.
Perception.
Yeah, so you can see that the Cultist of the Claw and the Fanatic that were the guys that were in the room with you with the Pit Fiend have knocked out a couple of other dudes.
Okay,
that's
not...
as much as you can see.
But it doesn't look like they're like casting anything or doing anything.
No, they're not. They're not doing any magic. The Cultist of the Claw currently has the guy in the dragon mask in a chokehold, and the guy in the dragon mask like is just. He was tapping his arm, like tapping out, and the hand has gone limp, and he's unconscious.
Okay.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Backing all the way off behind the knight. And I'm gonna send a little fairy dust to Krok.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I am I can't take
Okay,
a dodge action, so I'm just hiding.
You can indeed take the dodge action. That's a main action.
Yeah,
Bardic Inspiration's a bonus action.
Is it? Oh fuck!
Yep.
Well then I am taking the dodge action and I am hiding behind the knight. Like, I would be like up against the wall.
Mhm.
But this is as close to the wall as I can get, so. And I am trying to not pass out.
Okay, excellent. So that's your turn. Then it's
Why do
I
I have a
mean-
wing? Why did you give me a wing?
that's your dodge action.
But okay.
Okay. So this guy is done choking that guy out. Soul is unconscious. The knight, it's your turn.
Okay. Who's it better? Is this dude still fighting the injured dude? He's still going.
He did make a haphazard swing at Croat.
Is he a problem?
He's got one hit point. Just knock him the fuck out.
But I could do so much more. The dog will get him. It's fine.
The dog will kill him.
Cares? Oh, we've already got blood on our hands, kind of, right? Just to tell. Okay, now is like a training opportunity, right?
Okay.
Because you can teach him not to like lethally kill. He's an intelligent thing, right? Godric's intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't speak Draconic.
Just a little less intelligent than Al.
Hell, yeah.
Okay. Bring him down, but don't kill him. I say in Draconic.
Drink him down?
No,
What's
bring
going
him down.
Oh, okay. That's very
heard-
different contextually.
Yeah, very
I
different.
had drink as well. I was like, the Godric's a vampire?
Yeah, just don't kill him. Just fucking drink him dry.
It's because he's thinking of the black blood babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might work.
And then that dude's gonna catch 2 black blades and maybe I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Roll me some fucking attack rolls. That
Uh,
hits.
And that's with sneak attack. So that's with sneak attack, bro. What? Oh, that's regular black blade. That's not okay. Okay, I forgot the sharpshooter again. Nice one, Niles. And then I will sharpshooter it this time for real. That's why we don't sharpshooter, and then I will sharpshooter offhand regular dagger. Bonk 16.
Yeah. I mean, that still hits the corpse.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
For the first one.
Other guy, I'll move up that way and get an angle on the other guy.
Okay.
16 hit him.
Bear in mind, you will have disadvantage from there because you're within 5 feet of the
Yeah.
gadget.
So
Okay,
the guy with 1 hit points is still standing.
Oh man, that sucks. I mean, I could throw through allies, right? That's not been a problem in the past.
Regardless, 16 to hit isn't good
Okay.
enough against
Oh,
that
it's
guy.
not?
It clings against his shield and bounces
Fine
off.
then. Fine then, I'll move there anyway.
Shitty little tone. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Krog, you get a turn.
Cool.
Yay.
I'm just gonna call out to Al, remind the knight, everybody, we're knocking them out. Just knocking them out.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I only just got here.
You got here late, and I was knocked for 6. So I'm gonna punch this guy. No, I tell you what. I'm gonna elbow this guy in the face at advantage with one of my attacks.
The God Drake?
No, the guy between me and the Godrike.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Non-lethal, just crack him in the cup-him.
He goes down like a sack of potatoes.
And then whoop, round to this guy. And non-lethal attacks. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
12 to damage.
And he is down.
Cool.
He manages the I'm sorry, and then you just donkey punch him in the back of the head, and he just hits the deck.
Which, to be fair, may have saved his life.
It probably did.
Alrighty, I think everybody other than our bodies are unconscious, and the guy
Yep.
outside was surrendered.
That is initiative.
Alright.
Nice.
Right.
What?
Excellent.
So combat's ended. Al is looking very pleased with himself, being very
No
spattered with
wonder.
blood.
Ew.
Uh,
John has been left alone with a pit fiend to talk shop and to learn spells, and no one thought that was a bad plan.
I'm taking a
And
short
Al-
rest.
yeah, good idea. Al's immediately moving to this room to see what the fuck's going on.
Krog just says, "They're with us. You want alive, I guess, but the two that are upright in there are on our side."
Oh, okay. So I don't need to. I need
Nope.
to know these. Okay. You
Uh,
guys good? And like the cultist of the claw had just like choked a guy out and gives like an uneasy thumbs up, and I was like, all right, cool.
Krog's gonna head up and just kind of start stretching at the guard, striking like, "Oh, you're a good boy."
The guard Drake is very much loving the behind the ear scritches that you're giving, and is like looking at you and then looking at the not yet corpse expectantly, and is like licking his chops and salivating very aggressively, like Pavlov style.
Krog will instead point to this guy
Yep.
and say, "Go get some of him."
Yeah, very excitedly, like
In
just
common?
leaps across the room.
In common, yeah, because Krog doesn't speak Draconic.
Yeah, the guard Drake can't understand common, but he can follow the point.
Mhm.
Yeah, and with what the guard Drake wants so fucking bad to just tear into these corpses, I think it's enough.
I did only point at that one, though.
The guard Drake misinterprets it and jumps on this guy. Just kidding.
And Karak is going to ask Al and the Knight and Rin, and possibly the other two, to help with tying up all of the remaining people.
I do that.
Vren is going to lead this guard into the room. Is he also getting tied up? Because he surrendered.
Karak is going to say, "Do I need to tie you up, or are you? I mean, you seem good."
He just kind of waves his hand. He's like, I'm not. Nope. Nothing out of me.
You are far too intelligent. You're fine.
Yay.
And I'm also just going to take all of Sol's even slightly magic-looking items off of them.
Okie dokie. So the orb, as I described it the first time, is doing that weird etherealness thing. Like, it's not tangible right now. Like, you can't even see it and find it. So
Sure.
you can take most of his stuff off him, but the orb, no dice, unfortunately.
Sure.
I am just lining up the ones that are alive up against the back wall. And then we'll have these two come in. So you tie them all up. Does everyone have ropes to be able to do that? Like, is there enough rope, or do you take one long rope and just kind of tie hands and then go along?
In all of these guys' supplies, do they have ropes?
No,
Wow.
they're not adventurers, so they don't carry
Oh.
supplies like that.
You don't want to tie on your own supply.
Worthless.
You don't want to tie on your own supply.
I was
How-
muted, but I groaned audibly during that.
How many of them have belts?
The guards certainly do. So 3.
Everyone wearing armor would have a belt, because that's how it was usually affixed in the medieval times, and
Yeah.
assumingly
In
Faerun
the
times.
olden days.
So 3, because the rest of them were wearing like leather and were just very agile.
There was like supplies in this room and this room.
Yes.
Right. I've got a thing for this. So, do you want to search through these rooms looking for supplies? Because we've got like what if you are looking through, there's what looks like spell components in this room. I think I described it before. And in this room, there's like stacks of papers. So, what are you searching through first? And you know what? Tying them up would probably take longer than 10 minutes, so Luna, you can have triggered your finishing of the short rest now if you'd like. That's a good start.
Okay. I come back into the room.
Yeah, rather than search, I'm just going to straight up ask this kid. Got any rope? I'd really rather not have your friends.
That'd be a no.
Does
Nope.
devouring a corpse count as eating a ration and resting? Because
Yeah,
I was
devouring
rolling
a
hit
corpse.
dice for the guard drake.
Devouring a corpse does count as eating a ration. What were you going to say,
Copy.
Luna?
What?
You came back into the room and then what?
That was it.
Okay. So not searching either of the two rooms?
I was just
Uh,
reminding people that they exist.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the knight to accompany me.
I will accompany.
Luna looks like she very much deserves to sit down. And yeah, we'll search this room first.
Okay.
How is your ability to investigate things there, buddy?
Not the greatest. It's not like negative, but it's not positive.
Oh, cool. So we were in the same boat. So just two separate ones?
Yeah, why not?
Alrighty. Way!
Way!
We are
Okay, a
small.
7 and a 12. So, you find 200 gold's worth of incense,
It's
a mixture of silver and iron powder, worth 100 gold, like 100 gold's worth of that, a tuft of fur, can't speak today, 6 vials of phosphorus, which are stoppered, a 6-pound bag of perfectly smooth pebbles, a palm-sized sphere of opaque glass, some strangely marked bones, a bag of legume seeds, and an entire spool of copper wire.
Ooh, full of copper wire. Copper is very, very easily broken. That would be a terrible thing to bind somebody with.
I wonder if copper prices in Faerun right now are like copper prices IRL.
Plus the
Their
dragons.
economy isn't as bad. I'm
No,
gonna
that's a good point.
use Mage Hand to start, checking their bodies for weapons and removing them and putting them in a pile over here.
Okay. You remove all weapons.
While
They're
searching.
unconscious. Yeah, nothing's resisting you, so I'm gonna let that happen.
I find it incredibly hilarious that the economy of Faerun isn't as down in the dumps as our real life economy, and there's literally a dragon apocalypse.
Yeah, but dragons love gold.
Yeah,
Gold dragon
not the
apocalypse.
economy, Jack.
Okay, I shall go into the other room with the knight, and I guess we're gonna have another look around in here.
Like, of all the things that a dragon would be, it would be a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dragons are just all Donald Trump.
Yep. So they would
Except
build a
better
pretty
with
decent
their gold.
economy.
Oh, you're right, Dan. You're right.
Are you also making an investigation check, Knight?
Yeah. Nice.
We're doing so well.
You get really distracted by a very shiny rock. Like it's just so shiny and cool, and like a little bit opalescent, which is just like it's so cool.
I take it.
Okay, you
Shiny.
can add an opalescent rock to your inventory.
But in brackets, really cool.
Yes. Croc, you find effectively just like the rest of the papers that weren't removed, which don't make much sense as they are, but might make more sense if put alongside the papers that Luna removed that I believe John now has up with the Pit Fiend. I'm not sure.
Quite possible. I'll stick them in my bag because John might want to have a look at them.
Okay.
Absolutely fuck about them. Alrighty.
And that's about it. There are in the room you're in with all the people, there are some weapons, but they're purely mundane weapons. So if you guys want to pick up like an extra long sword, an extra short sword, an extra dagger, an extra light crossbow, anything like that, there's probably one in here.
Are there a decent amount of spears in here?
You could collect. You know what? Let's find out. You could collect
What?
10
And how long are they?
regular spear length. Are you looking for pikes?
Well, what regular spear length, is that like the height of a person?
With less than 5 feet, so probably like a 6-foot haft with a little bit of a spearhead on it, because spears don't get reach, so they can't be that long.
Yeah.
So sure-ish.
So,
I'd imagine 6 foot length.
does anybody have just a rope? Like any of our party members here? Red, do you have one in your bag of holding? The knight, do you have one?
I have a 50-foot hempen rope.
Okay. So here's my thinking. Because these guys are all unconscious. We thread the spears through, like, along their backs. Put them in a sitting position, put the spears along their backs, and tuck their arms underneath them, and then bind their arms to their chest, with a 50-foot rope, so that their arms are locked in, and the spears are preventing movement, and then they're all like stuck together. If I'm describing that.
I'm a little bit lost, but whatever fucking human centipede shit you want to do, I'm on board. I'll do it.
Oh
I'm
no.
following what Dan's saying, but I'm not here. I'm a guard drake eating a corpse, so
I don't get it. How'd you learn a technique like that?
I don't actually know. I just know that this is a really good way of binding a bunch of prisoners together and stopping them from being able to move.
Can't we just
And
put them in a pile and you could put swamp on them?
Yeah, but then they could just get out of the swamp.
But we could build a fence.
With what?
There's tons of stuff around here.
I mean, really, we just need them bound so that we can burn them marks off.
And we don't even need them tied up for that. We just gotta do it now.
Yeah, but the problem is they're going to start waking up when we start burning them, and I'd really like them to be bound.
I mean, I don't mean to be cynical, but do we really need them alive?
Well, I think we give them a chance.
I mean, we could say that we gave them their chance. They chose to fight.
Isn't...
To be fair, Soul was controlling them. He was in charge and he was saying things to them. They didn't really have any reason to trust us.
Here we go. Okay, look. There's a room over here in this room. We can put them all in the room and then guard the door and take them out one at a time.
Okay. Yeah,
We can have Al and I don't know, somebody guard.
I mean, I think it's pretty simple then. We can just tie their wrists, wake them up one at a time, ask them if they want to have their marks burnt off and leave peacefully, or if they want to oppose us and die, and then we sort them out that way.
The cultist of the claw raises a hand and is we need our marks burned off. I'm obviously missing something.
Yeah, so the long and short of it is that the pit fiend is very much no longer bound and controlled, and he basically the gist that I got from him was if people are walking around with marks with his thing on them, he wants them dead. So this is basically to save everybody from being murdered by him.
As you're speaking, like, and when you finish speaking, you see him just like pull his robe to the side, ignite his hand using like his fiery fist technique, and just press it over the mark to his chest, and like, okay, better.
You're so cool.
But does that actually break the magic?
I don't know, but it really hurts, so I hope so. Would you like to inspect Luna?
Sure. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
It-
gonna be able to tell because I don't have detect magic or anything.
Well, I'm going to tell you regardless, because looking at it, you can see that it seared his flesh, but like it hasn't actually done away with. So there's this weird like thing where like the black of the burn that he just put on is a slightly different tone to the black of the mark, and you can see that the mark is still fully there and undamaged because the mark is magical.
I'll be right back. And I start flying out until maybe here.
The cultist is looking so confused.
From here,
Information.
I try to send a message to John. How's it going?
Does John hear the message? Or John and the Pit Fiend fully in hell? Are we in a different reality?
No, you're still like the Pit Fiend is mid teaching you a spell, which does take time, but like you haven't gone anywhere.
Hello. Things are going well here. How are things over there?
Okay, so minor problem. Ask Big Red, like, how do we remove the marks because they're enchanted? Like, they have magic.
Oh, I don't need Big Red for that. We just use a simple dispel magic and it should get the mark to be taken off nice and easy.
Yeah, I start counting on my hand. We're gonna need, like, more than 10 of those.
Uh-oh. Well, we have the orb, so we could borrow some of Red's
true.
power and dispel, suck some power, dispel, you know.
As he's talking, I fly back.
John, like you're still talking, and like you hear a busy signal, like the call's gone out of range.
Okay, John can do it, but we gotta get them to the orb.
Al lifts a finger and is like, "Wouldn't it be easier to bring the orb to them?"
But
I fly back out.
Oh, man.
And John, I imagine John is still talking, and she comes back in. Okay, John, can you come here?
I'm in the middle of something. Can it wait? I'm halfway through taking a spell down.
But like, isn't that considered betrayal or something? Like you're now knowledged that we need to do this. We can't like they're gonna start waking up. We have them unconscious, so like I don't know. Bring Giles with you. Maybe he can dispel some too.
I think he would rather eliminate them. I'm not sure of his intentions, but as long as they don't leave the cave, I don't think that I'm in breach of contract because no one else is going to have access to his name.
Oh my god. I send a message to Giles instead.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you and John come over to where do you know the geography of this cave?
I'm sure I can figure it out. Is this why John suddenly stopped paying attention?
Yeah, so we got all the guys together, but we need to do a lot of dispel magic. So and John is being sussy about it because I know like he's gotten, son and daddy time with you, but like we need to do this before they wake up.
You want me to find you?
I mean, John knows the way. It's just for some reason he like doesn't want to leave you there. So I was thinking maybe you two could come over here. That would be super helpful. Thanks.
We're on our way. And the pit
Okay.
fiend turns to you, John, and is like, "We are finding your companions. Lead the way."
We're in the middle of something. They can wait, can't they? We're almost done.
We can finish after the marks have been removed.
Fine. This way.
Don't make me carry you.
John stops mid-stride and was like, "That hardly necessary.
And yet you stopped.
Well,
You had to open your big pit fiend face."
Alright. So there is now a giant pit fiend stomping with one foot and clanking with the other along after you, John.
Did he have to
Stomp,
crawl
clang,
through
stomp,
that cave?
clang.
Pardon?
Did he have to crawl through that?
Yeah, he had to squeeze, and it was tight.
Yeah, no, John is laughing as the pit fiend crawls hand over knee, crawling through a tiny little tube.
Oh, that's not how he did it at all.
Oh, how did he do it? With as much dignity as possible? Yeah, not
Oh,
happening.
no. Fuck that, he's a pit fiend. He pushed his shoulder in until he was basically squeezed into the cave, and then just barged his way through, carving rock out with his face along the way. And at the end, when he was like just about to like get through, he burst free in a shower of rubble because he's a
Bruh.
fucking pit fiend.
Strength
He
check.
doesn't crawl.
can he not just shape change? Is that not a power that they have?
No,
Oh, wow.
they are not shape changers. They are not dragons.
John watches this happen, and he looks at Astroslaus dead in his soul and says, "Aren't we the show-off?"
I've been trapped in that cave for far too long.
No, I'm sure it was quite cathartic. Yes, no, follow me.
The clanking is louder.
It's
It's like stomping his way along angrily.
Hey, guys,
Oh.
this way.
They probably just forget some of the clanking noises.
He
Yeah,
gets to
John-
here and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Looks like you'll have to squeeze again there, Giles.
Puppy, come here, puppy. Come on. In here, boy.
You guys hear like an ungodly scraping as this pit fiend's squeezing its way through.
I'm going to call Doggo over into the shrub.
Okay.
Can you not just mold earth? John says to Astroslaus as he's halfway through the cave.
Can you?
Presently, no. Eventually, probably. I just need to find the scroll.
Drag the corpse into the shrub as well.
Okay. He just about makes his way through. Now,
Ta-da!
Welcome to the show. These are the fuckers.
Ah, hey again.
So there's like 11 of them.
Well, so,
Well, that's a few.
I don't know. It's
Weren't-
absolutely fine.
Weren't there more? Did they not take it well?
Some of them were less than keen to surrender. And
Oh, I
Al
see.
broke two of them. Fren burned one of their faces off completely, who, to be fair, did attack the guard rig and absolutely fucking deserved it.
Yeah,
And
you
then the
bastard.
knight decided he was just going to knife one of them.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
And John looks at Luna and is like, "And you didn't want to be here to control them the whole time?"
Control who?
John broadly gestures to the entire room.
I knocked everybody else out. I was,
John, do
Doing
you know
right
the
there.
suggestion spell? Because I don't.
Not presently. I think I'm capable of learning it. If I had a scroll.
I don't think anything could have stopped this tornado of a group.
Again, I did everything right. I've never done anything wrong.
Yes, everything right. There's nothing. You're right. I have the most faith in you, Kruak. John casts a glance at everyone else involved.
why am I here?
Because they need to stop talking and start dispelling on their neckies.
Oh, yes, the mark. John will grab the closest cultist, this guy. And I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, and he'll like move their clothing out of the way and show you this is the mark that bears your name. I believe a simple dispel magic would get it removed. However, there's far more of them than I have magical capacity to do today. There's
So
still
you need more magic.
yes, additional power. Or if you're familiar with the spell dispel magic, perhaps you could assist.
I
Or
am vaguely familiar.
and John will tap the currently infernal orb. You could just funnel some power into this, and I'll do everything that I need and pull from here to get a little extra juice when I need it.
I believe I already charged that up for you.
Well, for now, pull out
Greedy
9,
little
10,
mage.
12 spend slots.
And I would absolutely get torn on the butter, but I do not prepare dispel magic today.
We should
Goody.
probably be lined up so that if any of them wake up, we can stop them from running.
John gestures to the pit fiend, blocking the entrance. I don't think they're going to make it out.
Yeah, but they might panic and try to run.
They should be out for like a minimum a full hour, maybe more.
Not if one of them starts screaming and wakes up the others.
Well, hopefully dispel magic doesn't cause screaming.
Not to my experience, but who knows what foul perversions went into this mark.
Good point.
I'm gonna whistle for the dog.
The dog will make his way to you.
And tell him to guard and point in this direction.
Okay. He does like the typical like turn and then points. I don't know if you've ever seen an animal point where it like points its head in a particular direction and then just kind of sits.
Okay. Well, everyone seems to be staring right at me.
Mm-hmm.
Having performance anxiety.
We can turn around if you
wish.
need us to.
Absolutely not. John grabs the first cultists and casts dispel magic.
The pit fiend is mockingly covering his eyes.
Oh, I'm so flirting with smacking him with a mage hand.
Uh-huh. Do that. Anyway, yeah, so Dispel Magic does in fact dispel the enchantment, so the enchantment is gone, but the markings are still there.
Oh, I see.
Like, the physical bit is still there. You've disenchanted the thing that, like, how do I put this? It's like magical ink. You've taken off the magic part, but the ink is still there.
Yeah, but the magic was what held the name, correct? Because it was layered and layered and layered and layered deep. Or if I closely inspect the actual mark, can I find a physical representation of the name?
You can physically find the name in the mark. It's not animated by magic now, which means it could be destroyed, unlike with the Dragon Claw guy who tried to destroy his and couldn't because it was magical.
Friend.
Oh, I see. Okay, so looks like we're a two-step process. The knight, if you'd come over here and cut the mark out,
No.
it would
think
work.
burning it might be better?
I don't know that better is a possibility here. It's probably gonna suck a lot, no matter what.
Boys, with my knowledge, if the knight cut the skin away, and then I healed him, like healed the guy who had the cut, would the tattoo reappear, or is it gone now that the magic is dispelled, and when I cure him, it'll just be fresh new skin?
I don't think any of us have done that in order to know.
You would have to try, but also having a functional understanding of magic and the way healing works. Using Cure Wounds won't grow flesh back. It will knit flesh closed, as if normal healing. So you'd end up with a scar. Only the regeneration spell would actually replace missing bits.
Okay, I thought that was just for missing limbs.
No. So and someone can tell me that this is not the way the magic works, but this is the way it works in my head. If you have the missing bit and press it back on and then use a cure spell, it can knit it back together. If you're missing a bit, even if it's just skin, if you're missing skin and then use healing on it, it's as if your body naturally healed over whatever time and has finished healing, but it doesn't replace anything. It is literally just like it'll generate scar tissue or whatever, but it's not replacing missing bits.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So from our understanding, burning is the way to go.
Burning or chopping it off would probably both do the same thing. If you burn it, they're not going to bleed out. If you chop it off, they could, depending on.
Well, fair enough. In that case, I'll use a cantrip firebolt to
Well-
incinerate the flesh, if that's possible.
I could potentially use the Black Blood Blade. It might be able to drink the magic out of it.
Oh, the magic's already been cast away. We just need to physically.
I
remove
see,
it.
I see. Okay.
Before John firebolts, do I think that me holding produce flame would have a less likelihood of going wrong?
Again, you could try and test, because this is not a situation that you've encountered. You haven't encountered a lot of biological creatures, so this is something where if you guys want to figure this stuff out, you've really got to do to figure it out, and then
Okay.
I will tell you the result.
I'll ask John if he just wants me to catch my hand on fire and just press it into the wound rather than him having to firebolt.
Well, yeah, that could be good. That could work out. Try it.
Okay, I will join John's horrific assembly line. I will cast Produce Flame in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then, sort of mimicking the monk, I will press the flame into the tattoo.
Okay.
And I will clamp a hand over this guy's mouth.
Yeah. So he awakes almost immediately. You are trying to be non-lethal, right? Like
Yeah.
you're not trying to kill this guy off.
It's still magic.
Yes,
Which we already
it's
established isn't possible.
right, but it's not making an attack with magic.
Yeah, I'm just pressing fire onto him. I'm not.
Yeah, this is specifically not making an attack roll in combat. So there's no time constraints here. It is using magic, because you can produce flame and then hold the flame. That is something you can absolutely do as by the spell. So he's not having to they're not having to throw it at the thing. So you hold it close, and as if holding a match to flesh, it burns, it blisters, it bubbles, it looks horrendously painful. This guy squirms and struggles, but now that it's been dispelled, it does soon blacken, and it's gone, it's destroyed. He's also going to have a terrible scar there.
Better than being dead.
It is better than being dead, but it's also done quite a lot of damage to him, and he was already badly wounded. So now make me a medicine check.
I'll assist.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, no, that's the. Okay, let's see. Medicine. 19.
19. So you know what you're doing well enough that you hurt this guy a lot, you destroy the mark, you don't kill him. He's not having a good time. That must hurt like hell. He's suffering, but he's not back to making death saves. He's not about to die.
Does he pass back out from the pain?
Effectively, yes.
I will. But I'll put him in. I'll try to make him as comfortable as possible.
So narratively, as Kroak was burning the person, John was making ready the condemn the dying cantrip just to try it out, just to see if things went wrong. And then when Kroak was successfully able to burn the flesh without doing the murder, John lets the condemn the dying dissipate and then helps Kroak to maintain their stability as they're not dead on the ground.
They are indeed not dead on the ground.
Yeah. Just we were ready for some soul harvesting, didn't come to fruition, and right back on the moral track.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Okay. Well,
Not look super pleasant, but
so I'm not going to make you guys repeat the check for this every single time. Effectively, do you want to go along the row and do this to everyone?
I do. Yep.
I mean, I don't think we have much choice. Can't
And
just have.
are you going to draw from the orb to get the spell slots to do this, John?
Yeah, as necessary.
Okay.
And then I'll be looking expectantly to ask Desileus to refill the orb once it begins to be depleted.
Righto. Then I'm going to call the session there because we're like
Okay.
25 minutes over time. And we'll just mark them as having been like the mark is gone. Astosileus is watching the entire time, but you can mark those guys off, mark the spell slots as used.
Does that include the 3 conscious people?
They will also need dispels.
Yep.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, when we dispel the monk guy, does he also need a second burning because the tattoo was protected the first time round?
He will, which
Yeah.
is not comfortable for him because that area is
Okay.
already burned.
Might want to
Okay, so here's a
have the
question.
knight
Oh.
cut it.
It's probably not any more comfortable.
What was the question?
Oh, I was gonna say, can I heal the burn?
You can heal it, and being that the flesh is still there, it will heal, but it will heal the same way that a burn victim's
Yeah.
flesh will heal. It ends up scarred.
Yeah.
Be slightly cleaner scar if you cut it.
I'll take some time to grow back.
Yep.
I mean, I guess leave it up to him. Like it's his body. Ask him what he wants.
He is a cultist of the claw with flame magic. He's actually got burns on various areas of his body already, so he would rather go with the burn.
Alrighty. When we do the dispel and second burn on him, I will offer to heal it, and I'll offer to heal the wee guard and the fanatic.
Mm-hmm. They all accept. So mark off those spell slots, count them as cleared, and Astosileus like just watches the entire encounter. He's not stepping in because, as you know, the way he would step in would be a lot more lethal. So he just watches you guys handle this your way.
Okay, so there's 11 that need to dispel. So, as it stands, I have 1 third level spell slot remaining because the orb would give me 3, 3, 3.
So you use the orb 3 times?
Yeah. Wait, doesn't the orb give 5 third level spells? I don't remember. I don't have it written down. I still haven't received any rules for this damn thing.
It's been dependent on the magic poured into it, how much you open yourself up to it.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, if you fully open ourselves up to it, with me, it gave me immunity to fire damage the last time.
It did. Also, you should be taking, at current, 2d8 damage from it per use, and then gaining temporary hit points. So...
Well, I mean, it would only happen the one time, because the last time it gave me immunity to fire damage. So it'd be 2d8 off the top, and then immune for the next minute, which it's just an action to do dispel, so that's all done within a minute.
Fair enough. Well, you took 12, you got half that in temp hit points, and then, yeah,
Oh, okay,
you could
fair
use
enough.
the next 2, no problem.
So take 12 off, 6 temp, all set there. And then I'd have 1 third level spell slot remaining.
After you've finished doing it all, I will give you 7 healing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you took your licks to effectively save these guys' lives. So
yeah, and we're gonna be looking to Giles to refill the staff.
Yep,
after
we
it's
will
been
handle that next session, because like I said, we are half an hour over time now.
Fair enough.
and Sleepy needs to sleepy.